morning everyone. Welcome to the very first video series of No Places Too Far. We have titled this series Sustainability Simplified and you are watching episode 3, What's Wrong with Fast Fashion? I am Sonakshi, your today's host. So let's begin the video. But before beginning the video, if you haven't watched the first and the second episode, you should watch it. You can find the link in the description box below and on our Instagram bio. So let's begin the video. Hello and welcome to the show Akshita Di. Thank you for being here. Let's begin the video by your introduction.
Thank you, Sonakshi. So I am Akshita Di. I'm from Ujjain and based out of tribal area of Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat as of now, where I am trying to revive the sustainable cycle in the villages to by including the weaving cluster back in the loop, so that the final products can be used by the villages themselves and they don't have to pay for machine production.
And if I'm not wrong, you are a textile and a craft designer by profession?
Yes, I'm a craft and textile designer. I completed my graduation in 2019 and graduated from Indian Institute of Crafts and Design, which is the only craft institute in India.
So let's begin our talk with the first question. What is sustainability according to you and what is sustainable fashion?
So sustainability is basically the core of Indian culture, which is the need. So when you need it, you produce something, and for that particular period of time, like around 10 to 15 days, it is sustainable because it is acting as a need. It's not overused till that time. So which is not overused is basically a sustainable use of something.
And what is sustainable fashion? How would you define sustainable fashion?
So sustainable fashion is basically when you consciously buy something for yourself and when you wear, you recognize that consciousness, why you are wearing that particular fabric or why that is important for you. So like with our culture, we are driving towards fast fashion at very fast speed, which is basically like a disaster from westernization of the world.
And is it true that if I want to define what is fast fashion, so is it true that overproducing of clothes in less period of time is what fast fashion is?
Yes. So like what brands are doing because of the demand. So when you produce something, you need a demand, and advertising it creating that demand to by producing more clothes in a less period of time and try to change the whole fashion trend. And people are going towards that because it's pretty cheap. They are not thinking what already is there in their wardrobe. They are not even trying. Even if if I ask a person how many clothes do you have, they'll end up saying I might have like 50 or 60. You're like, how much you'll wear in a month? They will say I just wear 2 to 3 types of clothes per week.
Yeah.
They don't end up wearing all. They wear one. So like how it is proportionate to your need. So that is basically when it goes out of proportion to your need, then it is fast fashion. When you don't know how to utilize the thing you want. So yeah.
Also, I have read that fast fashion occurred for the first time when brands started to replicate the fashion clothes that were seen on the ramp on big fashion shows on the glamorous fashion world in lesser price on the store within a week or within a 2. So that's how the clothes became cheaper and our demands increased. And so what is wrong with fast fashion? Everyone says that fast fashion is so wrong. So what's wrong with fast fashion exactly?
So fast fashion is wrong because you are harming the society. You are harming our own environment. You don't feel that a cloth is unconsciously worn. Like let's take an example of a t-shirt. You are buying a t-shirt. You don't need. You already have. You don't have a purpose, like a particular purpose associated with that particular piece of cloth. And okay, I am buying because I'm liking it. I am not thinking where I am wear. I am not thinking anything. But if I am buying that particular piece of cloth, and that particular piece of cloth will end up in landfill after 1 year. And even not that, while production. So there are a lot of things like you don't actually know how factories are producing your clothes. And they're adding lot wastage, lot of things to your own rivers, what you are drinking is what you are having. So that is it. So if you buy a t-shirt and you want a pure water, let's stop buying it. and contribute to the factory that they should it's okay to buy at a pretty costlier thing, but a good thing which you actually need, which you actually adore.
Okay, so I think not only is fast fashion bad for the environment, one, it's creating a lot of pollution for the rivers, and let's never even talk about the air pollution it is creating, the factories there, the kind of air pollution factories are creating. And second, I think it's bad for the person buying it also, because anyway people don't end up wearing the clothes
itself.
even the worth of its price.
Exactly.
If I buy a new cloth, I'll wear it 3 to 4 times and that's it. And I think it's all about
What you see. It's all about what you
you
see.
see. Yes,
Exactly.
it's all about how society has brought us up, how we think that repeating clothes is not the new cool.
Exactly. So, just for example, when I go to a marriage or something, if I wore a same dress, and I know that my friend or my colleague or my relative will buy a new cloth, a new pair, then if even it won't come in my consciousness, but my parents or my near ones, they can say, you already wore this, why you are wearing the same cloth again? You have lot, no?
Yeah.
So that is the thing. Not only us, it's the whole thing, it's became the whole cycle where you have to rectify everything. You have to say, okay, I'll wear this because I haven't worn it for a longer period of time.
At least not even the worth of the price I have got. So I think the key to slow fashion is first of all realizing that repeating clothes is
Exactly.
really cool and it's really not something that is degrading your personality. So talking about fast fashion, how and when was fast fashion introduced to the market?
So fast fashion is pretty recent. It's not a forgotten phenomenon. It's recent when in between 2000 2005, where people started demanding because of entertainment, like what they see in television, they started demanding more and more. So when the demand was there, people took an advantage of putting in supply. So supply started because people demanded. So it's like a very direct proportion where people are starting, and this was being used by companies where they started producing new collections every week. Not even a gap of a month or so that people end up buying it. So yeah, it's pretty recent, and this is one of the causes where people are leading to harming our environment.
So I think it all started with people started demanding clothes which they are seeing on the fashion brands and the fashion shows, and that's how brand end up manufacturing more and more design and more clothes into the market.
Yes.
So let's talk about how brands are misleading the people into buying more and more clothes.
So I don't know if you have heard about a term called greenwashing. That is driven from brainwashing, where your brain is being washed by wrong information.
Okay.
So, and when you trust a brand, you think that information might be right because everybody don't have time to cross-check that. So yeah, so basically, companies put right information saying it's a friendly product, but on the other hand, if you go for ingredients or something which is made up of, you'll find it's a hazardous product.
So it's basically an oxymoron in the tag itself.
Yes.
Oh wow, I didn't know the term, but I saw this example yesterday on my table. This particular candle, I bought it from a store. It says that it is environmentally friendly, it clearly says, and also it says it has paraffin wax. So how is paraffin wax environmentally friendly? I will never understand.
Exactly.
Okay, since mass production is obviously not the solution, so we need to resort somewhere to the traditional clothes making process. So how can we merge traditional clothes making with the contemporary design?
Firstly, we need to consciously choose what we are buying, and secondly, conscious crafts. So how India was doing it back with crafts because it was the need of the moment. And as the need is shifting back. So what I am doing in Gujarat is basically a kind of similar thing where with white fabric, the weavers used to produce in the village was used as a langot, which is the only fabric worn by tribal males to hide their body parts. But as when they used to commute to urban areas, because evolution has been needed by every person. Like every person has the freedom to evolve in it. So even they tried evolution, and they end up buying cheaper things, bad polyester fabric, because basically the not even by the factories but by the cities, the thrown by the cities. So second-hand buying is happening there. So we are trying to take the same loin fabric into modern clothes. Because tailoring, we have very good tailors. We do have very good craftsmanship everywhere. Like this has been imbibed in us from our childhood that we know how to stitch our own clothes. So yeah, and it is good enough to stitch your own clothes because that will be you. So we are trying to get the loin fabric converted into a gown.
Modern pieces of garment.
Yeah, like a blazer or like a what do you call waistcoats. And when you talk about the fibers you should wear or the fabric you should wear a natural fiber or a fabric, but not over your neck. Like there is pretty thin line between need and want. So you should actually give your thought what need is and what want is.
So for the last question, do you have any advice that you want to give to people in a way, on an individual level, how can they eradicate fast fashion?
So first and foremost is stop buying. And if I'm not wrong, everybody nowadays have that feeling, like because of the pandemic. So yes, this is a good side of the pandemic that they realize that you don't have to buy except survival. They need food, obviously, but they don't need fashion so much. So yeah, they can stop buying, and stop buying doesn't mean that if they need it, they should not go for it. And if they go, that at least they should have that consciousness that what they're buying is actually actually going to be used longer period of time. So buying quantity is not the actual solution. Buying quality is the solution. Buy it when you need it.
True. Okay, so it's been a fun and an informative session here. Thank you so much for your words, Akshita. Thank you once again.